Good morning, everyone. My name is Sanket, and I am making this video. It's a part of four. It's a fourth video that I am going to uploading in this channel. So it's a part of English speaking series that helped me to improving my English. And if you are watching, so it's even help you. So today in this video, our topic is very interesting, and I'm gonna narrating a story about my experience regarding this topic, and I am giving some tips also, so that if you wanna uh, do something, if you wanna achieve, if you want to make that habit, so it's also gonna help you. So uh, I, today in this video's topic is reading the newspapers. So I'm going to discuss about the newspaper in this video. So those people who are interesting about that, they can continuously watch this video, and those who don't interesting about this topic, so they can leave or they can watch. It's their own decision. That's fine. So newspaper. If I want to explain the meaning of newspaper in a nutshell, so it is like the it's a newspaper is a papers where you can find every kind of informations regarding world and different sectors and different part of the worlds, like sport, business, politics, and several sectors other. You can find different kind of news there, good or bad, and several things. And one of the very important, one of the favorite part in newspaper that I like, that I prefer to read, is editorial and opinion page. That page are too beautiful. Their writer in that page, writer writes their opinion in a very fantastic way, using the very next level of English and very fancy words that able to engaging audience readers attention. And I like I read that opinion page. I read articles where I can learn something, and also the flow they are writing, and the it's making my vocabulary also it's helped me to learn English language more and more deeply. So yeah, there are several things. One of the very important part is to reading the newspaper. I'm gonna making it's a habit, so it's very important, because when you start to reading the newspapers, not only one thing but also several things you learn about the world, about the, and it's important after when you in a childhood, as we are watching the watched cartoons. uh, Often it's a typically a child watching the cartoons, it's a normal thing. But and that time when I was a child, I really find fascinating about the watching the cartoons every day, 2 to 3 hours, just watching the cartoons, different cartoons like Doraemon, Pokemon, Chota Bheem, etc., etc. And that time when my father watching the news channel and they read the newspapers, that time I thought, why such a boring thing he is doing? What there isn't anything interesting, and why he is watching newspapers? Why he is why he is watching news channels, and why he is reading newspapers? Where the another things is also very interesting things are there, like watching the movies, watching the and web series is not present that time. Watching the movies and watching the cartoons are so interesting, I love it. Why he is not like it, etc., etc., that questions are emerge in my mind that time. That question used to emerge in my mind at that time. So but now when I got matured, I'm 18 plus now, so I thought I must start to reading newspapers and increasing my knowledge about the world, because I am a person who is going to taking the responsibility of himself and his family. So I have I must have to start reading newspaper so that I can gather a lot of knowledge about the world, and my thinking can develop, my cognitive power is also developed. So making the habit it's a very good thing. So I has been started to reading the newspapers. So maybe after completing this month, March, I am able to build this habit. Yeah, absolutely. So some benefit that I thought newspaper give you. One of the best, one of the one first benefit is that you can understand your perception to look at the world. It's totally get, I mean, change. It's transform. It's adjust. You are looking at the world with a different point of view. The thinking Your thinking is also get developed about the different sectors, and a next level of information you can gather in your mind. Like I am not interesting about the cricket, but as I was told, I has been started to read the newspapers. So some things I am my friends are watched cricket every time, but I'm not interesting about that. I find it a very boring game because several reasons are there, and one of the very important reason is that I wasn't be a good player in cricket in my childhood. I used to out in a one ball, so I had never find it a best game. But I don't know why people are so interesting, so fascinating about that. So yeah, everyone have their own choice. I cannot do anything about that. Okay, fine. So where I was, okay, I as I was saying, uh, what I was saying. Hmm. Hmm. Leave it. Whatever I was saying, leave it. So new topic is we can start. The second important point is as I was not interesting about watching. I mean about the cricket, but when I started to reading the newspapers, there are several things. Say several. I mean not several. Few cricketers' name I got, and what's the really cricket game is. I got it. I understand. I gotcha. So it's helped me. Yeah, it's several time, and when I started reading newspaper, I still remember. I find it no. I didn't start to read the newspapers. It's maybe it's a story uh, ago 2 months from now. So when I thought to start reading the newspapers, because in my college, my teacher suggested me, not only me but also the entire class to start to reading the newspaper for increasing your knowledge. I thought I should start it. So that time I was reading the novels, usually English novels, because my English is not that much strong, and also when I used to read the novels, so and I was need a Google translator to translate several words. So opening the novel and keep the Google translator in my mobile, then I start to read it and understand the difficult word, whatever word that time I find every word difficult. So there isn't anything. I search it and keep in my mind again and again, again and again, that novel used the several words, and that after completing that novel, that's all words fit in my mind completely. Then I thought I should start to reading the newspapers. When I started, I get confused. What the next level of English here? What the how long the sentences is, and how difficult the vocabulary is. I mean, every time you can find there isn't anything. I mean, it's totally next level of grammar, next level of sentence structure you can find in newspapers. So I thought I talked with my friend. once it's too difficult. I mean, how can I start to reading the newspapers? So he say, as you start to read the novels, you can start reading the newspapers. I know it's gonna be difficult for a month, but after a month, you are able to understanding the sentences. You are automatically going to understand. I mean, spend some time with it, and it's a very psychological all trip also. I find it when you start to spending time with someone or something, you gradually make interesting about him, or you gradually find a connection about it. Let me give one example. uh, we all are living in a family. We are, I mean, some person is also, I mean, like our mom is everyone have mom. So our mother, when we are, I mean, we all love our mother. So because we are spending time with her too long, I mean, different kind of sympathy, different kind of connection we we are build with her. So just let's another example. If the example may be a controversial, so let's take another example. So whoever is your best friend, because he is your best friend, because your thought and his thought is, I mean, completely matching, and you have spending too much time with him. So just for a 2 year, spend time with more time with another person that you spend with him, and stop to time spend with your best friend, and start to time spend with another person. Uh, After 2 year, you forget that person and just forgetting, and you have, I mean, you cannot even think about the living with that person. It's a psychology. It's psychology. uh, the human beings who spend time with something or someone, he can build automatically one connection with that things, and that things become our comfort zone. So I start to reading the newspapers again and again several times. I feel, what the hell I am doing. I didn't understand any sentences. I didn't understand any paragraph. Why I am reading? Why I am wasting my time? I can read another novel. I can read another book. That gonna help me. But okay, that's fine. I continuously reading the newspaper till the 1 month, and gradually I find I understand some sentences. I started to understand some phrases. My vocabulary is going to increase, and the same thing gonna happen with my videos also. Nowadays I just started to make videos, so here I am gonna make several mistakes. Here I am use several basic words. I mean, I am not fluent. I am not I don't know why, but I am repeating this again and again. So it's maybe irritating you, but that's fine for me. It's this channel is for me. I am starting this journey because I want to learn something. I have believe on myself. I can do something best. I mean, that's fine. Okay, so start reading the newspapers, and it's gonna help you to increase your knowledge, and several things are there you can learn with newspapers. So all the best. That's it. That's it in this fourth video. Okay, bye bye, tata. Start your journey to learn English.